Even though many of our landscape plants are in a dormant state during the winter months, they're still prone to some problems. One of our most common problems is actually desiccation. This usually occurs when the soils are frozen and so the water in the soil is not available to the plants, or we've had no precipitation and it's really dry and windy. Now, all plants will still lose water during the winter months, and evergreen plants are especially prone to winter desiccation. So one of the ways to prevent that is protect them. And in this demonstration here, we have several materials. We have this wire fencing material here and some T-posts. And this works well if you're trying to protect a large plant or a grouping of plants. And you can create a wall by putting up this stiff wire fencing material. You can use a stiff chicken wire as well. And then go ahead and put some burlap around it. And that helps prevent and create a little bit of a wall for your plant material, protect it from the winter winds. Now, we only put one layer of burlap on here. You may actually have to put more than one layer if you are in a really windswept area. Now, another thing you can do is take this wire fencing here, if it's a smaller plant, and just build a cage around your plant and again wrap it with your burlap. Now, another problem we have, especially with a plant like this is a nice upright columnar type of boxwood, is snow and ice damage. These branches are really narrow branch angles and not very strong, so when you get the snow and the ice loads on it, it can bend them down and break them. So one of the ways to avoid that, if it looks like we're going to have heavy snow or some ice, is to get strips of burlap and go ahead and tie it around the plant kind of loosely. We'll just get it started up here. And then we'll just basically, we're just going to loosely wrap it around the plant, just enough to provide some support to those small branches so that when it does snow or we get a little bit of an ice load, then they don't get broken. This also may provide a little protection if you want to wrap it a little bit tighter for some of that wind drying conditions as well. Of course, one of the best ways to prevent some of these problems is plant selection. Make sure you choose plants that are well adapted to Oklahoma and our climate. And also site selection. Make sure you put them in an area where if they're possibly prone to winter damage and drying winds, put them in a protected area in your landscape so that you don't have to worry about them.